What's going on, friends and family? Thank you guys so much for watching. Every day is a Saturday with your host, me, myself, and I, Bryan Roof. Hey guys, another great day, another great episode. We are in season 2, and man, it took me a whole season to get this guy on. I'm super excited. He's basically a brother from another mother. I love this dude like he is one of my own brothers, and we served together. And I used to report to him. He used to, chew my ass a good couple of times as my sergeant. Not that I would do anything wrong or anything, you know what I mean? But I'm super happy to have him on. He spent 8 years in the Marine Corps, grew up in Southern California. This is my boy, Big Nate Dog, Nathan Grothe. Here we go. What's up, big dog?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Good to
man.
see you, brother.
Good to see you too, dog. And I am so happy to have you on.
Sorry it took
Man,
me so long, dude. Sorry it took me
nah,
so long.
it's good, bro. It's at some point it had to happen, and here we are, dog.
Right
And I
on.
know life gets in the way. You're a busy dude. You
Right.
know what I mean? I know you got a family,
Life is
li-
life, and dude, every
little
day,
young
man.
ones. You got older ones. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I know how it goes. But let's get to know about my boy Nate, and let's tell everybody about yourself, bro. Where you grew up, what got you to go in
Um,
the Marine Corps, and what you got going on now, man.
right on, right on. Yeah, so grew up in South Central Los Angeles, Compton Watts. Um, you know, yeah, I'm white kid in the hood. Had it rough. Got into a lot of the bad side of LA. Gang banging and running the streets, and basically Marine Corps was it was an option for me or jail. So at the time, you know, uh, I didn't know if I was picking the right decision, making the right choices or whatever. But I was like, yeah, I'd rather go to the Marine Corps than go to the pen. So I picked the Marine Corps. Luckily, I had a great recruiter. You know, he broke some rules, got me in. I had an active case going on. Most recruiters, to be honest, the first person I talked to was an Army recruiter, and it was a female that came to our high school, and she said she couldn't even take the time of day with me because I had a felony. But the Marine Corps, and it was as a juvenile, obviously. But the Marine recruiter said I can. I told him, I was like, yeah, dude, you're wasting your time talking to me. I already got told I can't join because of my felony and for stealing cars. So he was like, nah, I can get you in. You're juvenile, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. We get that case closed, I'll get you in. So he went to my next court date with me. Told the judge, I can't sign him up unless this case is closed. And the judge said I want him to sign right here in front of me. So he got it all set up, and it was totally unofficial because he couldn't, like you said, the Army recruiter is right. As long as there's an active case, open case on you, they can't. You cannot enlist. So he typed something up for me, brought it to the judge. This is me promising to serve our country, and the judge took that and said, "All right, case closed." Closed the case on me. Didn't give me any time, jail time, but I still went through with my promise to. None of it was official, but I was like, "Yeah, what else am I gonna do?" You know. So I did actually go through the process. Had to get two waivers in order to join. Um, but best decision of my life. Like that was the turning point in my life. Uh, I'm a lifer. I was definitely a lifer. You know my story, Roof. Served 8 years honorably. Let one sergeant major deter me from retiring. Um, but loved the Marine Corps. Loved everything about the Marine Corps. Loved what it did for me. Changed me. Made me a man. Uh, you know, changed my outlook on life. Introduced me to people from all parts of the country. Tons of opportunities there for me that I didn't have growing up. So led me to, couple deployments. Obviously, I did one with you, um, one after you got out. But like like I said, I loved everything about the Marine Corps, what it stand for. The fact that I was one of the Marines, like honestly, you said you mentioned my kids. I got two older children, and then I got two little guys now that I'm raising. But my oldest son, 20 years old, swore in, got on the yellow footprints. I think I'm more proud of that than
Would you look at
just
that? I mean,
the
there he
fact that
is
I
right
joined.
there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, looks like each other. I would, dude, when I heard that news, bro, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I know Nate, like he's like one of my brothers. I've known little Nate since
Since
he
he was
was
a
a little
baby.
baby. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And you were living on base and all that, bro.
Yep.
And
Honestly,
and I know you went through a lot with him, bro. Like
oh yeah.
like into his high school years and all that. So like
Yeah.
for him to go into the Marine Corps, I was like, hell yeah.
Totally.
So now he became a brother.
Totally different scenario. Like he had every opportunity to not have to go. Could have went to school. Obviously, I got my disabled vet. I'm a disabled veteran. Fighting a lot of ailments, back, knee, PTSD, the whole nine. So he didn't have to go. He didn't have to join. He had every opportunity not to join. So that's why I said I'm more proud of him being a Marine than I think I am of myself being a Marine, to be honest. Super proud of him. Changed him, got him out of his shell. Now he's,
Well,
he's actually stationed at
the biggest part about it, dog, is you know what the Marine Corps is all about. You know what I mean? You yourself was, Marine, and this dude was a squared away Marine. Nate was a squared away Marine. You'd always see his shit on point, creased, nice boots shine, and sit there and will chew your ass if you didn't look like you were squared away yourself. You know
Be the example you want to see. That's what I tell.
Absolutely.
Even in the civilian world, I tell everybody, I can't expect you to do it if I don't do it myself. So same thing applies. I carried a lot of what I learned in the Marine Corps to my civilian job. I'm an operations manager now for Ryder. Leading adults, like basically same thing. Leadership it's not something you can learn in a school book. You know what I mean? And leading grown men and women is not an easy task, especially in the civilian world, because there's so many more laws. Like I said, I could chew your ass out. What the fuck, Grothe? What are you doing? Let's go.
Yeah.
Totally. Like I can't do that obviously today in the civilian world, but I can do it without doing it. Basically,
yeah.
I learned how to do it without doing it. Like I'll speak to you very calmly.
Kill them with kindness, in the civilian world, bro.
I'm really disappointed. Just disappointing me matters in my warehouse. So it's a good feeling. You know what I mean? I learned a lot. Like I said, I learned a lot from the Marine Corps. Carry what I could over. We had tough times. I mean, obviously, hurry up and wait. That was one of my biggest pet peeves about the Marine Corps. I'm a hard charger, trying to get in and go, and then you got me ready to go to battle, and you had me sitting there for 8 months on my hands, So hurry up and wait was one of my biggest pet peeves about the Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I gotta say though, I got to spend pretty much my last 2 years of my Marine Corps career with Nate, and one of our other big buddies over here, my boy Ben. You know what I mean? We kind of all hit it off. We were basically like the three amigos, and we had a couple other dudes that were hanging out with us as well. But we all live in Southern California, so we still are able to kind of chill and hang out. As you see, we got, when we get the chance, we try to get together and hang out, and it's a beautiful thing. I wish we could do it more, but life is always busy as hell. But the thing is we always pick up where we left off. That's the great part about it, because I mean, I love Nate like he's my brother, and we've been through so much shit together. And I have a lot of respect for him because he was my leader. You know what I mean? He was my leader at one point in time. He was our platoon sergeant. Basically, how it worked for us is we were both supply, but he was on the administration side where they did a lot of the paperwork, making sure that the receipts were right, ordering all our gear, stuff like that. I was on the other end of that, taking it in, making sure we got the paperwork over to them, and then also making sure like we got what we received and all that shit. I had to do all the fucking inventories and, me and my buddy Ojeda out there, we'd be because when we were getting ready to deploy, the thing is they wanted us out there to paint these boxes because they were all green, and so we were out there just painting boxes forever.
Coveralls, get your
And
coveralls on. Let's go.
and we were just like, while we're out here, dog, we're about to make some games.
Get
So
some sun.
we had like home run derby. We would make some tape balls and shit. And we'd be out there with like GP tent poles and just cracking them some bitches over the fences sometimes, you know what I mean? And then good old sergeant come out like, oh shit, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes we'd have to like start back over here like we're just chilling. And then we also got into where we make some football tape balls and we just be opening up the boxes and shit and just, fucking over there talking shit.
Fucking off.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah, you guys hated that shit, dog. Man, we were out there for hours on hours, dog. We just, fuck. After a while,
yeah,
just
but you only have fucking 2 boxes painted.
yeah, right.
You're fucking getting
out. Hey, dog, this fucking paint gun just keeps jamming on us. Oh man, some good times though, bro.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, not even just on base, doing little fuckery things on base, but even going out to the nightlife. What was that? What was the damn club
Margarita Rocks.
Outside base? Huh?
Margarita
Rocks? Yeah, bro. Man, we got kicked out of that motherfucker one good time. Yeah. Remember that?
Ojeda,
you, me, and Ojeda. Yeah, bro. Well, the one guy kept trying to check me, shoulder check me, and then after like probably number 2 and me being a few drinks in, I was like, fuck this guy. And then next thing you know, we're fighting the whole club, bro. We chose the wrong fight right there. We hit the guy that was like the regular, and it turned out, bro, we were all getting chased out to the goddamn parking lot, still trying to fucking defend ourselves out there.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
I do, man. And that's another thing too, about the Marine Corps. Like you said, you're my brother from another mother, I can't say that about everybody I work with or met in my life, but don't mess with my family. I'll beat up my brother and I'll yell at my brother and I'll come down on my brother, but you won't. No outsider will ever come down on any of you guys. Not with me around.
Yeah.
So, I'm very protective, bro, of all my family, and that's what you and Ojeda are, dog. Your family. We chewed the same dirt and bled together. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely.
That's something that a lot of people never really understand.
Nah.
How can you call all these people your brothers? You'll never get it. I can't explain it to you.
Nah. And plus you put the 3 of us together, bro, we could pretty much cover the 405 freeway, just the 3 of us. Shoulder to
We're not
shoulder,
little
bro.
guys. We're not little guys.
You know what I mean? Like, when they see us all around each other, they're probably like, gosh damn, what football team these guys part of?
I mean, tearing up over here, bro. Just reminiscing.
No, man, I love it, bro. And that's the great part about it is we have forever memories, some core memories. And no matter what, dog, like at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that are my closest boys. Like I grew up with fools and shit like that. And I'm close with some of them, but dude, not the brotherhood that I have. Cause the thing about us is that we experience things together that a lot of people just can't ever relate to.
They'll never will. And unless you've been in our shoes, unless you served.
And we intimately got to know each other, bro. I know about his upbringing, and I know, and he has a brother too that his brother Ryan, great dude. He was in the Marines and then went in the Army, but I got to get close with him as well. We all just become one hell of a family, man. And
absolutely,
and it's like I said, holidays, all those things. We always making sure. We say our things to each other. Like I said, I wish we could hang out way more. And when we do, it's a damn good time.
Awesome time.
And motherfuckers around us are gonna know we're hanging out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. These motherfuckers are crazy. Yeah,
man. We went golfing together. It was really fun.
I got that picture, bro. You got that picture?
Man, I don't think I have it on here.
I got it on Facebook. Yeah, man. The 4 of us. Yeah, that was a good time, bro.
Yeah, that was a great time.
A little bit of sushi after.
This one right here, we went out shooting. We were out there shooting and stuff, and just
doing
out
what
in the
Marines
desert,
do,
man.
bro. Doing what we do. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, and that's, I just love it, bro. Cause you know, you guys are the closest motherfuckers I ever, got to know. And I love how we just, no matter what, bro, we are always in each other's lives. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, like you said, dude, I can go a year. I mean, I definitely wouldn't try to, but if I went a year without talking to you and then I pick up the phone and call you, it'll be like we just saw each other yesterday. Like, um, I just wish that there was, like you said, more hanging out and everything, because um, our kids won't experience the kind of brotherhood that we have, even though they're cousins, you know what I mean? But
Yeah. Hell yeah.
we just got
100%.
so much distance. Southern California is big, you know what I
It is
mean?
huge. Yeah. Right.
Palmdale's
California
not a
is big.
Palmdale's not a hop and a skip, you know. It's like
Nah.
it's a damn what is it? It's a run. Like it's a 3 hour drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's probably
But
good
that's still
for
not a good enough
communities.
excuse to.
It's probably good for the communities that we are far apart, because if we were closer, shit would be popping a lot more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So I
man.
mean, and that's the same with Ojeda, man. With Bryan or
Yeah.
with Ben, I call him all the time. You know, he's got a lot going on in his life. Um, his kids are both special needs. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I know what that's like because one of my middle child, my 6 year old is autistic. So it's like, I mean, you got the same thing going on. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
My
Like
stepson is
life
autistic.
is
Yep.
life, bro. Our
Yep.
kids, you know, they're 100% dependent on us, and it's like kind of like my world is revolved around them and what's going on with them. I would definitely, you know,
We're missing, oh, yeah. It looks like one of them's cut off. We got a couple
yeah,
kids
Royal's not
missing
in that
here.
one. I don't see Royal, but
Yeah. I think you're holding him, but I think I can see his
probably.
leg maybe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think
Yep.
that picture just happened to be cut off. But yeah, man, that's the thing. All of us, we do have special need kids, and the thing is it's kind of funny, funny not funny, but we all have a set of kids that are around the same age and grown up. Like,
Yep.
my
Adults.
daughter's off of college. You got daughter. She's
Well,
about probably
shit.
done
You
with
know,
college now.
Ben took he took Nate, and he named his son Nate. For everybody that you know, so our buddy Ben Ojeda has a son named Nate, and he
Yep.
took little Ben to little Nate, my junior's graduation. So there's three Nates in the crew,
Yeah,
but
bro.
but
And
like he brought both of them. So like this is where it all started, you know, because you know they met Nate before he was a Marine, and now they've seen Nate afterwards, and it's like, oh shit, he's got a different swag about him, you know, that boot camp swag, that getting your ass really chewed out for fucking 3 months straight. It's a little different, you know.
and you come out, bro, with your chest pumped out a little bit more,
Oh
and
yeah,
you're just more sure of yourself.
you can't even stand there without being at the POA.
Yeah,
You know
bro,
what I
it's a
mean? Like,
transformation, dog. And especially
yeah,
when you first come out, man, it's you get so wired, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get so wired, especially like eating, especially for me. I was a diet recruit, so motherfucking ass was at the end, and these fools were like, eat half of this shit, eat half of this. And as
don't
soon
eat
as
that
the little
skin.
fucking guys are done, you better be done. I'm like, fucking bro, you better eat slower, son, bitch. I'm hungry, dog. I left that fucking thing hungry. I got in there hungry.
Yeah, we had dudes stealing peanut butter from the cafeteria to take it back to
Yeah,
the
dog.
barracks.
We had a dude do the whole yogurt in the cargo pant
Yeah, you know,
area,
and I was a
and
squad
homeboy
leader in
was
boot
doing the
camp,
up and
you know, because
downs
I'm
on
a
that. It splattered everywhere, bro. I was like,
die-hard motivator. So I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it right. I want to be in charge.
yeah.
And fucking, now I'm getting in trouble every time some fat fucking recruit wants to steal cookies and shit.
Oh
Take
man, bro, they take it out on everybody. Like, well, how did he get it in? Like, I
exactly.
don't know, dog. I didn't see him. Like, well, it doesn't matter. Your ass, we're going out to the pit.
All the diet recruits, let's go. And
Yeah,
squad
bro.
leaders,
Like,
let's go.
yeah, man,
And
they smoke us for no reason. Being it,
that's a good example of teaching you accountability for the guys to your left and your right.
absolutely.
Like you know, me, I'm not doing any justice to you as a guy in your platoon. If I can have a cookie on my plate, but I don't want it. You can have it. I'm not helping you out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Accountability is huge for me, good or bad. I'll never tell you something that you think that I think you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it and the truth about it, And that's what
And
a
I think our
real
world's kind of lacking accountability nowadays, dog. And
family.
that's
Yeah, you're right.
and that's where we struggle. I mean, at least I struggle with a lot of it, and I'm trying to instill this in my kids too, because with that comes integrity. You know what I mean? All that stuff, accountability, being accountable for yourself, and when you're not accountable, that's when integrity is hurt. And so that's something the Marine Corps was, I think, good at instilling in a lot of us
Right.
is that freaking being accountable for yourself and having integrity. So if you fuck it up, man, just hey, own it, eat
Yep.
it,
It's
learn
easier.
from it, move
You,
on, and take your shit and
you'll
go.
get in less trouble
Yeah,
than when I find out about it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
just own it, move on. Um, and that's the thing. Yeah, it's one of my mottos to this day. Like I told you, I'm a leader of grown-ups. Like I'm an operations manager. I got supervisors and I got people even lower level and my little guy jumping in.
Heck yeah, dude.
Um, but I always ask them, like, you're complaining to me about the work and about working on weekends and like I'm calling all these extra hours and Daddy. But at the end of the day, 1 second. What's his name? That's Uncle Bryan.
What up, buddy?
What? Where you going? We're talking. You gotta let us talk, okay?
I'll see
Sorry,
you next
everybody.
weekend, buddy.
He's gonna be
Or
here.
next weekend, 2 weeks, whatever. I think it's 2 weeks out.
But I always ask people, well, what did you do? You know what I mean? Like, I know what you're telling me what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm giving you that. What did you do in this 8 hour time frame that could have helped us to avoid this overtime? Were you on task? Did you do your thing? Or did you just, or you, did you, because I run a captain of the ship, you know what I mean? So I want everyone to, if you see something unsafe happening, report it. You see somebody not on task, report it. Oh, I'm not a snitch. I'm not this. There's no snitching in business. There's no snitching in like it. That's a myth. You want to know why there's so much crime in our country? Because too many people don't snitch. You see what happens, call it out. Next time it's going to be your car, your kid getting hurt. You know what I mean? So
100.
you come step in my face and call me a snitch and see what, you know what I mean? Like we can have that discussion all day.
Yeah.
But
No.
accountability. No, that's what I said. So if you're looking the other way when that lady's getting robbed, which I wouldn't do, you know what I mean? But if you're looking the other way, you don't step in and try to help. You're not helping society. You're not helping your community. You're not helping anything.
And the snitch thing kind of that's where accountability comes in, bro.
Yeah.
It's a cop out. It's a cop out for being accountable
I ain't no
to
snitch.
yourself.
No,
you know what I mean?
You're not
like,
a snitch.
No, you're fucking up and doing something
you're
wrong, and you don't want no one to just to expose you. You know what I mean, or show you what you're doing.
Right. Yeah. So definitely things the Marine Corps instilled in us that I feel like I tell people all the time. I think everyone should serve one of the branches. I don't care which branch.
Right.
But serve your country before you start down talking on military or oh you're stupid for joining. Little Nate's got it going, like he's experiencing it too. Like, oh man, you're stupid. Why? Why is he dumb? You know what I mean?
It's kind of that hater thing. I think, man. It's to me when someone's kind of like bashing or talking down on something you're doing, it's likely that they're somewhat envious or jealous of you, and they see that as an opportunity. And that's one thing that I hate about us as is our environment. Sometimes, dog, we want to throw stones at motherfuckers versus like saying, "Hey, man, I see you. Good job, bro. You're knocking that out, man. Hell yeah, bro. I see you. And
now
you're doing
I want to be
job.
on this damn podcast, man. Well, I don't got time for this. No, bro, I'm proud of you. Like I've been wanting to get on your podcast for the last year, dude. It's just timing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Kids with soccer, work. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I actually like that. But that goes along with the people being haters. Like, oh man, what the? I'm sure you got homies out there that are like, hey, dude, I got the podcast. Like, oh man, I don't got time for that. That's just stupid. Nah, bro, I'm proud of you, man. Get the message out there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. People out there got to do it. And, the thing is, dog, I think the sooner that I learned how to kind of like not really give a fuck about what people think about me, the more liberating it became. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, hey, man, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, bro, you're not going to be accountable for me, right? Like, so you don't need to be worried about what I'm doing or how I do it. You know what I mean? Just know that I'm living my life and I'm living my best life. If I'm having a good life and doing my thing, that's the other thing. As soon as people start seeing you and being happy or whatever,
Upstairs.
they want to start, boom, putting you down.
Ask mom. I'm listening, bro. Sorry. Said my life is life,
Nah,
and
man,
dude,
that's it.
got
We're
my little
dads.
guy
Nah,
bugging me.
you're living. You're a dad, bro. This is
Yeah.
it's not no fakeness over here. We're dads. I get it all the time.
Yeah.
But nah,
So
man,
little
I'm just
Nate's
saying. What's
little
that?
Nate's actually here too.
Is he?
He's on a 72 this weekend.
Oh yeah.
He pulled a they for the Marine Corps birthday. They made him work. You know, being the young boot that he is.
Yeah, bro.
But he's at Miramar, stationed at Miramar. So it's
So
almost
is he a winger? Or, so let's
he's
talk.
there.
Let's talk about it,
He's
man.
on
Let's
the
talk
mound. He's on the
about
mound.
being a dad of a Marine, man. Let's kind of talk about it.
Aviation supply, bro. He's
Nice.
supply, but he's aviation supply. So he's with the Air Wing. He's even like,
Oh, he got that good chow haul, dog. He's got that good chow.
yeah, tell your mom. Huh? Yeah, so he's like he's like I said, I made decisions in life that I was all my decisions are for my kids. Like
Right.
I told you, my life revolves around all my kids. My youngest two, my oldest two. So what did I do? First thing I did when I got in the Marine Corps, I got through all my training. Boom, I'm at Camp Pendleton. Camp Pendleton, an hour and a half away from LA. So fell right back into, I'm missing out. I gotta go home. I gotta go home. I gotta go home. Every Friday, couldn't wait to get off base and drive my ass right back to LA.
Yeah, that was me too, dog.
And then all I did was linked up with the same people I was hanging out with before, and then snowballed from there. It wasn't until I said, okay, I'm all in on the Marine Corps. I'm gonna stay a weekend on base, you know what I mean, and not drive. But what I was going with it was like the opportunities I made for my kids. So obviously, little Nate didn't have to join the Marine Corps, which makes me so much more proud of him being a Marine because he chose it. It wasn't an ultimatum. It wasn't a like you're gonna do something, do this. You
Right.
know what I mean? He did it on his own because I was like, well, why not the Army? Why not the Air Force? Who any Marine will tell you should have joined the Air Force.
Right.
Most Marines will tell you,
Yeah.
best barracks, best food, best everything. They got the most money. Air Force. Why not?
It's
Nah,
probably
Dad.
the
Nah, Dad. I
closest
want to
to
be the
being
best.
like in a regular type of job,
Right.
versus like in the Marines or something, dog, where
Yeah.
you got these
PT 3 times.
horrible
You're
full
Marine first.
days. Huh?
You're the job second. Marine
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
You're
100%.
you're infantry first. Then you do your job. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
That's
for
why I
sure.
don't do that whole pogue thing with the grunts and everything. But
You know
at
what?
the
The
end of the
people
day,
that talk like that, though, bro, are the same fools that never deployed,
yeah,
and went over to the combat area and
right.
keep talking that pogue mess.
Yeah,
Deploy,
when I was
dog.
in
Like, I
Fallujah,
mean,
we were on convoys. We were somebody had to bring you your shit. You know what I mean?
dude, we
No?
had dudes over in Motor T, wasn't it? Weren't you over when Renfro and them guys got messed up really
Yeah,
bad?
yeah, yeah.
Right? They got blown up
They
in the
got hit in
Humvee,
the eye
dog.
too.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. Renfro had stuff in his eye. He's got shrapnel in his body for the rest of his life.
right.
Um, he's a big dude. If you saw Renfro
Yeah,
now,
bro. I played football with him. I was on the football team, and he
bro,
was supposed to. He had scholarship to go play at Arizona when he got out, but due to this, it
nah,
disabled
he's
him.
done.
I mean, he went.
Yep.
Yeah, he was pretty disabled.
He probably lost 75 pounds, bro, of muscle just from his injuries. You know what I mean? He's one of the more severe cases that we were actually involved in. Yeah,
Yeah,
but there
didn't
was
one of
also a
them
guy.
lose their leg or something too?
No,
The
what was
others
that?
wasn't there two of them in that vehicle
No, I
though
forgot
that
his
got.
name, but yeah, one of them, his shoulder is like he's got his whole arm is just like
That's right. It was
it's
his
like
arm.
bone. His whole arm is just dead. Like
Yeah.
he'll never use his right hand again. Um, I forgot that dude's name, man. But yeah, both guys were Motor T. And then
Yeah, those
that
Motor T
same time,
dudes.
Ninth Com, we had ninth. We did a lot of inter-unit movements. We had a Ninth Com Marine attached to us that the 5-ton flipped over. He was on the turret and the crushed him while we were in Fallujah. So a lot of yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of negatives and stuff. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't even doubt that is the part of the Marine Corps that society or the military at all that society says is like, you know, there's over 1 million service members, right? But there's a handful that actually lose their lives in combat. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but it's a necessity. You know, our country is what it is because of the service,
Right.
all the services. You know what I mean?
100%.
Um, you know, I don't get much into politics as far as like who's right, who's wrong, this Hamas bullshit going on and all that. You know, um, I just know as a Marine, wherever you send me, I'm gonna go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's just what we
100%.
do. Let the president decide where we should be or where we shouldn't be. It's not
Right.
on me to agree or disagree with that.
Commander in
You know what I
Chief.
mean?
You know what I mean? That's who we kind of take our orders from. At the end of the day, if he
Yeah,
says we're going over there, we're going over there, dog. Like,
yeah. And I'm
but
gonna
you
do it,
know,
and I'm gonna take care of the guy to my left and my right. That's
yeah,
all that ever matters. That's any Marine unit you ever talk to or part of. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. The guy to my left and my right, which leads us to where we are today, in our friendship and our brotherhood. You know, that those are the reasons why you know, and I'm always gonna look out for you and Ojeda and Flanagan, Martinez, fucking Martinez. Oh, hope you're watching this, Martinez. I wish I would have been able to knock your ass out one time. My young Lance Corporal.
hey, well, I know, me and
Somebody
him
got
put
to
on
get
boxing
your group
gloves. I
got to
did.
get a shot on him.
Remember? Well, you weren't over there when when the
Not
first
in the
time
beginning.
when
Kuwait,
yeah,
nah.
at
Yeah,
the
I missed out.
beginning
That's why I said I brought it up.
I put
That's one of the
Martinez
stories.
down.
When we're all together, that's one of the stories that comes up. Who
Yeah,
slept Martinez? I wish it was me. Because that
yeah,
used to get under my skin.
yeah, bro. I gave my Martinez a nice right hook,
Okay.
but I was a corporal and he wasn't.
Right.
So it was one of those things where it's like we better take our blouses off. We're going basically to the tree line, which was our the Haji tent, and we put on gloves, bro. He just came at me and it was boop, and I was like, oh no, oh
Well,
no,
I
he
mean,
was
you weren't there
down,
in
bro.
Fallujah. You weren't there in Fallujah where he got put on a he got he opened his mouth to a sergeant. I had to, and he's like I said, one of my kids, bro. Like he
Man,
ain't gonna knock out.
dude, bro,
He ran his
yeah,
mouth. He
he
ran his
had
mouth
that.
a lot, and
He did run his
it
mouth a
took every
lot,
bit of
man.
me to not snap on him a
Yeah,
couple times. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, that's my Marine, and
right. No,
another sergeant put him to sleep. So you know what Big Nate, man, I had to, I
you
put,
stepped up for little bro.
oh dude, I that dude moved out. He was my roommate, bro. And in
Ah,
Fallujah, he moved out. I racked him. I was like, you can do what you want to your Marines, but you're not gonna touch mine, And that's the moment that Martinez and my relationship turned. Like, you
yeah, he
know,
saw you at his back. Yeah.
yeah, because like he used to get under my skin.
Well,
His,
that's
his
one thing that's very similar about you, me, and Ojeda is we're fighters, straight up.
yeah,
Like and we're a lot calmer now, dog. Like for
oh yeah,
sure, you
hell
know
yeah,
what I mean.
100%.
We've calmed down, but the young us, dude, we were,
Yeah,
you know,
especially I know I was.
we were fighters, bro, and we
There
were
was
always spicy, ready
there
ready
was
to
no
go.
talking, bro.
Me and
Yeah,
Ojeda almost got into it really good. You know what I mean? Because we just had, we had stayed up all night, fucking. It was hot as hell and no sleep, dude. Just ready to sock each other up, bro. You
yeah.
know, but there was just people there trying to, hey, dog, chill. Oh, fuck this fool, that fool Ben would get me so heated sometimes, dog. Just like because that was the other thing. I was a corporal. These fools were still Lance Coolies at the time.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
he knew, but so here I am, all of them getting me into trouble, and now I kind of know like what we did to you a lot of the times, but it started
Exactly.
happening to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like Rubacava, all them,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, man. That's one thing that's hard about, I guess, the Marine
Fucking
Corps. Is you grow
Bernal. There was
up
just
with
a
the
whole
fuckery, and then all of a
handful of.
sudden,
Do you remember when Tabor, Despain, and Horton came? When
I
those
think they
three
were
came to the
after
unit,
me. I think they came after me.
Bell got busted down. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it was
yeah,
cancer. Just I'm
yeah.
like, man, and that's stuff that I walked into. I'm in Iraq. half of our units in Iraq, bro, in Fallujah.
Oh, when all that stuff went down?
And then I come home and I'm stepping in as the platoon sergeant to this. And then it just created that's why I didn't retire from the Marine Corps, because of the situation. Kingsley said something that happened that didn't happen. Like, it was just a snowball of Horton got charges put on Bell. Bell, not to put his business out there like that. Bell was like, I was consensual, blah, blah, blah. So there's a whole case, like other, Marine Corps has, that's another thing about the military, man, morals, integrity. So if you're married, you're married. You know what I mean?
And not only that, dog, but the thing is he was a sergeant and they were PSCs, lance corporals.
He's married. You know what I mean? Like, there was just a whole bunch of others.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The Marine Corps is like, nah. They did. Exactly. Now that the Marine Corps will take hella serious is that kind of stuff. Fraternization and then they find out, wow, you're married and you're fraternizing?
Adultery? Oh, yeah.
Adultery, bro? Yeah.
Burn them. Yeah, and I agree. But it created an environment in our unit where, I can say it, whether or not I can prove it or not, didn't matter, right? It happened.
Yeah, now, didn't Ben have gotten out at that point in time, right at that, before then too, or was he still in at the tail end? Because I know I had just gotten out.
Ben was a corporal. He was still in? He was their NCO, but I think he was like a month out, checking out. He was about to check out.
Now this all went down at a party or something outside.
I wasn't there. Some kind of a party. I was on leave. I was on my 30 days leave from when I deployed, and I got a call that the three of them needed to come to my house. Horton, it was the three. That's when she told me what Sergeant Bell did, and I had to call the unit and report it. Like, oh shit. They came to me. You know what I mean?
No, bro. Yeah, no. Yeah.
And then and I was like, well, I'm gonna take care of you guys. I got it. Because he was the sergeant in the warehouse, and I was the platoon sergeant in the office for everyone. So I was the senior sergeant in the whole unit. But Bell still was in their chain of command. But he's partying with them and hanging with them and doing whatever he was doing. 10% to 10%. But like I had to like that created an environment for me. So on my next deployment, one of the Marines, Kingsley, I'm not gonna say anything bad about her, but she said that something happened with me and her while I was in Iraq with her, and I was like, changed my whole career. Like that's the first thing I wouldn't do. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I already know. Who you're talking about too.
And the person.
Bitch, slap your ass if you.
The person, right? But our sergeant major wasn't having it. And later, come to find out, after I was like, well, he wanted me to get it. He wanted me to accept NJP, where he wanted to bust me down and all this other stuff. And I'm a career Marine. Wait, I put in a re-enlistment package. He denied it.
Right.
So this is all happening at the end of my 8 years. I'm trying to move on to the next step. I was like, I'll be a recruiter. I'll be a drill instructor. Anything. Billet. I don't care. Put me wherever you want. I'll stay with the MEF and go back to Iraq. I didn't care. I was in. And he denied it. And I was like, what the heck? What? Oh, because I have a case on me. Right? What case? I don't have any case.
They already had a problem. So this was after Sergeant Bell's deal already, or no?
The same group of Marines that came in all at the same time.
Yeah.
It was Kingsley, Horton, Despain, just changed our whole unit. Those four new Marines came in.
Bro, because I remember them all.
Remember, we got them in waves. Culpepper, Flanagan, and Martinez came together.
Right.
And then a couple years later,
that's right. Then
Irvin Kingsley, and then Horton, Despain, and Tabor. There was like a wave of them coming in together. They were all in MOS school together. Beaudry and Irvin, they all knew each other.
So as I was getting ready to get out, they were all coming in, checking in. They were all brand new.
Those were you guys' replacements.
Ojeda made the one girl cry when we were doing police call one day because she tried to get loud with him, and he was already a corporal.
Yep.
And he lost his mind with her because she had questions. And the question,
give that man a little bit of power.
He about oh man, yeah, that boy he lost it on her, dog, and she just was so upset. But yeah, man, dude, I remember because before then, we were a pretty cohesive unit. Even
Good, yeah,
even like I know there was always kind of some. I know even before I came, it was kind of a weird thing between the warehouse and the office.
yeah.
Marines. They
That's because
always kind of like some
it
kind
was
of
Lieutenant Minton, and she
yeah.
loved me. She loved
She
me.
was when I first checked in. She was there, but
Yeah,
she was
and then
already on her way out.
we had Staff Sergeant Hill was
Yep.
running, and he was a hard
Gunny
charge.
Bell, Staff
Gunny Bell
Sergeant
came
Hill.
after. Like him and Hill did it. Like basically they came together, and Gunny Bell brought you guys over. But that was my guy.
Yeah.
Gunny Bell was my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
he was
Gunny
like,
Bell at the end of the day was a cool ass dude. He had got me really good and chewed my ass one day so bad because of Rubacava and them.
yeah.
I told these fools to put the tents away and stuff in the back in the lot. And of course, these fools, I didn't go up there and go check on it and make sure they did it. You know what I mean? And I should have, but
why do you think I was always outside looking at
these fools
trying to keep you guys from playing baseball and football, fool?
This fool Gunny comes in there, bro, and just boom, slams the door open. I'm sitting on the computer like, oh, boy. And he's like, roof. And I'm just like, oh, no.
And he's from Texas. He had that fucking accent.
Yeah, dog, he gets in my face, bro. And I remember I was just like, Gunny, you better back off. Because he got really froggy.
He was a drill instructor, bro. He was a drill instructor.
Oh, I know.
Before he went to 22 areas. So.
Oh, I know what he was. He tried to lock me up, dog. I mean, I was just sitting there like, and Gunny's a lot smaller than me. He's just loud.
Like you see these little guys like.
He's just loud, bro. He could lock your ass up. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck? He went straight drill instructor on me that time, and that one time, bro, I got so chewed out by him, but he didn't do nothing about it really, other than just chew me out and literally kept just poking me so hard in my chest, and I'm just like, one more time you do this. One more time you do that, I'll punch you down. Just take it.
Yeah.
I wish I would have floored him, but nah, I didn't. But it was a good group of people, man. At the end of the day, we all had each other's back. We handled a lot of it in-house.
That's the way it should be.
Any little thing that we had going down, it was kind of handled within. We didn't go outside and try to go get ourselves. Because, bro, the other thing is we were small. It wasn't a big ass group of people like what?
No, not like Supply Battalion, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like before when I came, where I came from, which was Supply Battalion.
Yeah.
That place was just
massive.
Dude, man. I mean, we had different sections. There was like bins, bulk, all that stuff. And I was just part of bins. And then within bins, I think there was 25 plus Marines.
Right.
Here, when we went over to, MHG, it was a smaller little unit, and in the warehouse, there was probably a handful of us. It was like literally a corporal, and then for each corporal, we had a Marine, and that was the hard part.
Yeah.
It was like fucking 50-50, and I didn't come over there as a corporal, so in either was Ben, so, we were out there straight up in coveralls every day. Bro, I mean, I still got the damn sound in my head, You're laughing because you know how many boxes we painted.
They would line up. They would just be lined up outside.
Yeah, because we get the forklift and just put them in
might have been a little unit, but it was a huge compound.
Yeah, it was. It was big, and we had a lot of equipment and a lot of gear, for a small unit, and it was only mainly me and Ben.
Do you remember going out there late at night and loading up Conex boxes, bro?
Oh, yeah,
filling them up with gear just so they could get the next day. We're gonna get them onto a ship,
bro. That whole thing from the build up to the deployment and the during of the deployment, a lot of sleep deprivation, bro.
Man.
I can't tell you how many times. It kind of reminded me back of the days of like when you first get into boot camp and you're kind of checking in and shit, and you're up forever, dog, and you're just dying, and then they're like, "You got fire watch." You're like, walking around with the baby moonbeam, dog. Damn, dude. Like, okay. But
And that's what that was one of my pet peeves, bro. Hurry up and wait. And I
yeah.
found out like logistically, um, like we're doing those boxes. We have so many days to get them loaded, but we're pulling those late nights because either they didn't get delivered on time to make because they had to make a ship.
Right.
So some Marines fucked us because they got us the boxes late, or somebody didn't get them delivered like when they were supposed to. But now we got to get them loaded just so they can make it to the port to get on the right ship to get to where we were going, to Kuwait. You know what I mean? So it was like, who the fuck, who dropped the ball? Like, why are we pulling 3 straight 24-hour days to load these boxes? Why didn't we get them dropped off a week ago
I
and
think
take
the
our
joke
time?
was always on us or something, dog. Just being supply. It was,
Well, I
it
just
was
know,
just that way.
like, the higher I got up in logistics, and even like when I got my degrees, I got my master's in business and my bachelor's in logistics, like all because of the Marine Corps, the GI Bill,
Yeah.
pay for the GI Bill, use it.
Yep. I got my degree.
But like now I'm like, fuck that. All that shit that we went through was because some dumbass didn't order the containers when they were supposed to, or they missed the step.
The logistics were horrible with a lot of it, dog. And a lot of my sleep
That's because
deprivation.
us, people like us, we got our counterparts in these other jobs. We're dependent on them to do their
Well,
job.
and that's just it. We're the grunts. We're the
Yeah.
grunts of the supply unit. We're the literally bottom of the shit where we're at the bottom of waiting and everything's like, and then when
Yeah.
it gets there, everybody wants it spread
Intel
out
my
by.
ass. Intel.
Yeah, as soon as it gets there, everybody wants it spread out like a fucking wildfire. Like, yeah, get rid of the shit. We gotta get rid of the issue. Like it was
You got
us
2 days
late
to
the
go to
whole
load it.
time, bro. We're sitting there like, gosh, damn. It was. I mean, it was brutal being in supply sometime,
Yeah.
especially being attached to a grunt unit. And that's the other thing a lot of people don't realize is that our unit wasn't just a support supply. We were literally supporting the frontline Marines. And so whenever we had to deploy, we had to go to the same area they were, and we were constantly feeding them where they were, and had to do a lot of the crazy ass shit. Dude, one thing that I remember and the toughest thing when I got to MHG supply that I really had to get used to fucking real quick is those crazy humps that they used to do, dog.
Yeah.
And, like they're loading us up in the helicopters and the Hueys. Remember, bro? I don't know if you remember me running out of that son of a bitch with my full pack on and slipping in front of the whole fucking battalion. I'm like, because I'm one of the last ones out, dog. Here comes Roof. Sliding down that motherfucker ramp, dog.
I'm going to tell you what I remember most about those is how fucking mad you would be.
Because of Ojeda being out of it? Yeah, dog.
We get back from a shitty ass hump or some crazy training exercise. And this fucking guy's sitting in the warehouse with his feet up on the fucking, feet up on the, and he's just sitting there and his camis are all nice and dry. Hey, what's up, boys? What's up, man? Are we doing, boys?
Fuck you, dog.
Oh,
man.
I would, that was, hey guys, you guys all get out of here, go shower, be back in 3 hours. Ojeda, you stay here.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna be here during chow. You got the phones. You got the phones.
You got all this shit. We'll see you in 3 hours.
Yeah, man, because dog, we would come back after taking a shower, still sweating, and this fool over here like, how was it, bro? Ask me that one more time over here eating one of our burritos out of our freaking our little chow thing we had. That you remember those little bean burritos we used to get out of there, dude?
Yeah.
Those little Juanitas. Little Juanitas burritos.
Yeah, fucking the soda mess, bro.
Yeah, dog. We used to eat
that was paid. That paid for all of our
over there, like sitting there making his burritos as we're coming back, like.
And what? You guys look like you're sweating. What's up?
Yeah, he's like, damn.
You think
is that a rough one, bro? Are you serious, son? Yeah, they shipped us out and put us in a helicopter, flew us across Camp Pendleton, and told us we got to hike
Walk back.
bro. And then the motherfuckers, it's like the lieutenant was leading us because it felt like we got lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that dog, that
The path
became.
wasn't a trail. It wasn't a trail
Oh
anymore.
no, yeah, that became horrible. You know, like what they thought was a grand idea became a shit show for all of us, and we're all dying because it was hot as fuck. You know,
Oh
like,
man.
bro, those days were fun. And while we were in it was shit.
It
It was
sucked
like,
in the moment. It sucked in the
but
moment.
but you know what, dog? Talking about it now, it's nothing but laughter, dog. When you
Right.
sit there and think about the crazy shit we had to
That's
do.
what. And now I'm living like I relive it through Nate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, you
He's
get to
talking
hear all
about
his
this
crazy
dude. This
fuckery
dude's a
games.
freshly fucking promoted PFC, talking about being a gunny. I'm like, man,
So he's already liking it,
he's
huh?
all in, bro.
I love that, bro. I
He's all
absolutely
in.
love it.
He's all in, and like I said, but oh, Dad, my NCOs made me. We had to run 5 days this week. I was like, oh, that's a lot of PT, bro. What'd you do? What'd you guys do? like, and I told him, I'm like, the only way to, right, you need to chill. Go tell your mom you want some cereal, please. Sorry, folks.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes.
We always it's one of those things. I always have kids drop in, and it's all good. It's part of the
Yeah.
show.
Um, but he's telling me, all these, oh, we got a PT every day at 5. We're gonna go on these 3-mile runs. And I was like, well, bro, pick up corporal, get your rank up. You know what I mean? And then you start running PT.
It
That's the
changes.
only time you're gonna be able to choose what you do is when you're the one running the show. And the only
I
way to
think
do
that's
that is to pick up that rank.
yeah. I think that's when I started like kind of enjoying the Marine Corps, bro. Is once I became corporal. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was
And it's
kind of
almost one of
a
the,
double edged sword because you certainly got your ass chewed by the staff sergeant or the
yeah, because
gunny
of whatever your subordinates do.
because of
But
these fools that you got below you that you once were sitting there playing the same dumbass games as them. Now you're a corporal and asking them not to do it anymore. You're like,
yeah.
hey fool, what are you doing? This fool literally was just doing this yesterday. Locking me up today, bro. Like the fuck, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like you gotta change units to reassert yourself if you
You
wanna.
kind of almost do it is because it is
And
hard
I
to
told I
pick up
told
within.
who was it? You remember Bernal? Was he there after
Yeah,
you?
yeah. No, I remember now. Yeah,
I used to throw parties. I was real big on partying. Like I'll have Marines at my house,
yeah.
you know, and everyone's still Sergeant Grothe, man. He'd get drunk. The drunker he got,
We had
I'll
some
die
good.
for you,
I've been to
Sergeant
some
Grothe.
good
I'll die
bashes.
for you. I'll die for you. I'm like, I appreciate that, man. I hope it never comes to that.
Right.
But at the same time, I was still Sergeant Grothe at work or at my house.
Yeah.
Um, but that's where a lot of guys, leaders go wrong. Is like I always want to party with you guys. I want to build that brotherhood because you know it's either that or you're going to be throwing me on the grenade. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I
Um,
mean, and bro. Like at the end of the day, you want to have that camaraderie where you want that guy next to you to die
but
for you.
a real friend will never ask you to choose between your rank and the job. Like they'll never be, oh man, you're supposed to be my boy.
Nope.
Well, if you know me good enough, I'm still your boy. But that doesn't mean, like I said, I'm gonna be that guy that tells you the truth or what needs to get done or how it is.
And
And
that's an understanding,
if
bro. And
that
that
means
here's the
that you won't
thing.
be my friend outside of here, or then you ain't really my friend.
Yep.
You know, because
And
I'm
that's
never
just
gonna tell you to do something that I wouldn't do myself.
absolutely.
Um, so, like I said, I'd rather have all my Marines in a one spot, safe, partying together than in a club fighting bouncers like we used to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's just it, dude. And that's one thing about the Marine Corps. And I can't really speak for any other branch because I just was a Marine. But
Yeah.
I know for us, like even though we'd be outside hanging out, not in uniform, in our civvies, chilling with each other, we still knew that within there was still that
A
rank. And
rank structure.
if shit got out of fucking hand, who the fuck is the one in charge of us fucks right here at
Yeah.
this point in time? You know what I mean? Because
Right.
and sometimes you got to be that voice of reason because a hey, you dumb fools, I ain't about to hear about this shit because you got to go sit in their court martials. You got to, all that stuff, bro. Like
Right.
being an
Yep.
NCO, that's the part that a lot of people don't understand is once you kind of pick that rank up, there is a level of responsibility, and we all swore in. And once you take that oath, bro, it's constant 24/7, whether
And
you're
that's what
wearing
they
your
don't understand
uniform or
either.
not.
Every promotion you get, you're taking an oath.
Yep.
It's on the promotion certificate.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're gonna do the duties charged to you as a corporal, or whatever rank is on that promotion. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Exactly. And it's 100%, man. I mean, that's the part about it, dog, is we got to we hold each other accountable. That's one thing about it. We see each other kind of getting out of line. And that even goes into our dailies, bro. Like, even though you're not my surgeon or what in life, I still have that respect for you and always
yeah,
will. You know what I mean? Because that's
and I'm
just
still always
a
gonna try
part
to
of it.
be big brother to you guys, bro. Like, yeah, and like I said, super proud of you and everything you're doing, bro. That you're accomplishing right now, and what you're doing for veterans. I wish I had the time in the day to do that, but like I said, you know what my struggle. You were a product line manager. You were in the civilian world doing jobs, and you know how much time that took away from you.
Oh, hell
How
yeah.
much time you had to dedicate to that. To how to do what you're doing. You're blessed, bro. That you're on a
Yeah.
platform. You're doing something that you enjoy doing, and you can still afford to do it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Um, so super proud of you, bro. Like I can't say it enough because I know me and Ben have talked about it. Like, damn, what is Brian's? I mean, he's making this money. He's getting his disability and everything, which he earned. But like, how's he? How could you just walk away from Northrop like that? Like, damn. Like in the beginning, I was like, this fool's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because me and Ojeda still punch the clock, bro. We're
Oh,
still
I know.
punching the clock. But yeah, super proud of that. Like I said,
Once
you
you
got
get over
yourself
to
set
the
up.
other side of the game, it's a different thing. You know what I mean? There's,
Yeah.
it's a good life. Um, and it's done good for me and my family. You know what I mean? And just like you're proud of me, dog, I'm super proud of you too, bro. Like you've done a lot, man, and come so far in your life. And I I've always looked up to you as a fucking leader. So there's never a doubt in my mind that you wouldn't be great. And you've taken on adopting two boys.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Two
Yeah.
younger dudes after you already had kids,
Started over.
basically, yep,
Yeah.
going on and,
Yeah.
and ready to restart and give them guys an amazing life. You know what I mean? And I love seeing all your guys' photos. I love seeing you guys as a family. Tiff, I've known Tiff forever.
Yeah.
That's his wife. I've known her. She's part of the crew pretty much.
Yeah.
She's
She was
watched
at
us
the
all act like
post, bro. She
fools.
watched us doing
She's
dumb
she's
stuff.
been to the clubs with us.
Yeah.
I mean, Tiff's
My
been
day
part of the
one,
crew.
man.
She definitely, out of all the wifeys, she's been the one that's
She's got the
been the
most insight.
day one, so
Yeah.
to speak, and part of the crew. And
She's got
I
the most
love her, and
insight to
I
all of
love
us.
seeing
Yeah.
you guys, have your family, and you guys are giving those two boys the best chance that they got in life, and I love seeing it.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more proud of you, bro. Like you're a very successful dude.
Thank you.
And any endeavor you set out to do, I already know it's a freaking home run. And you're my big bro. I
Thank
love
you, man.
you.
Appreciate it, dog.
I
All
love you
love.
like no other, dog. And
Love
I
you too, man. Hell
appreciate
yeah.
you coming on, man, taking the time, getting away from the fam.
Oh, dude,
And
this was like awesome, bro. Catching up. This is me and you catching up. Really, that's
hell
all it
yeah.
felt like. You know,
Yeah, everybody got to see us
you got an
catching up a
audience or
little bit
whatever.
and
Yeah, you
shooting it up.
got me all
But
teary eyed and shit.
yeah, and we'll be over at your Christmas party, man. The
For
wife and
sure.
the
Hell
little
yeah.
dude, and we're looking forward to hanging out and
Bring the kids, bro. Yeah.
hugging and all that good
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
You know
I'll
what I
see
mean?
you.
Hanging out.
See you in a couple weeks, man.
Hell
It's
yeah,
all
brother.
love.
But
Hey,
like I
everybody,
said,
support my boy. Doing great things for us veterans. He's part of my life. I can't imagine life without him. So keep doing what you're doing, Brian. I'm proud of you, bro.
I love you, brother.
All right.
Thanks, Nate.
All right.
Appreciate you. All right, friends and fam. Well, gosh dang, I can't express to you how great of a interview that was for me. Having my own brother from another mother on here. Like I said, that dude is someone I completely look up to, not only just as a friend, but as a family man, a father, just a great human being in general. And I'm just glad I get to be part of his life and his family life. And I hope each and every one of you guys are having an amazing day out there. Remember, don't let it kick your ass. Make sure you're out there kicking it. Until next time. Arr.